smoke wall Molotov in towards the stairs. One is dropped down the vents. That's to help with the defense there. Simple looking towards the door. And Rops is in a lot of danger with this lurk. Okay. All right, then.
Electronic having a field day outside, and Simple as well. There's no damage right now being done at all to Navi in the round. Just Mouse Sports members getting picked apart, and that's them not building anything on top of what they did in the last round, which is just not good.
Yeah, we haven't even really mentioned the fact that one of the big step-ups we've seen from Navi's nuke is that Electronic has been an absolute beast playing outside. Yeah. Which kind of makes sense with the rise from Katowice of watching Electronic be so good at playing inside and around smokes, and obviously outside a nuke is going to always have smokes somewhere. Electronic is just a monster to try and get by.
The Mouse Sports, I don't know. They put in half a day's work, laying in a bit of the foundation, but then they just, they just clock out. Nothing more done. Not enough, Jason. If you want to really build something, you've got to keep going. Can't just pour in the cement and then call it a job done.
No, you got to be like the Amish.
Yeah, build the entire barn and move it somewhere.
Build the whole thing.
Well, I don't know where to go with that analogy.
I don't either. As soon as I said it, I was like, it's like you in school. I was just like, I don't actually know enough about the Amish to continue with this metaphor, but
you've made it really, really hard to continue that. Well, why don't we lay off the Amish for just a second and get back to the game here. The fifth round, we've got the Eagles, and this high grounder for Perfecto is kind of hard to deal with if you're coming through. Especially if you bunch up in there. They have no grenades or anything to set up any kind of fight. I don't know. Success of this round, I think, for Mouse Sports looks like getting a couple of kills.
Here's what's really unfortunate to think about, too. If you go back to Dust 2, they weren't able to win 2 rounds in a row, and that still is continuing here. They just went around, and it's given up immediately afterwards. There's no way they get out of this door. Boomich is up top. You want to talk about high ground on top of that hut. Now a smoke in their face. They need to make sure they actually attack something convincingly enough that they have to be killed before the round timer ends. And yeah, right at Simple. Crossfire setup. Flamey's not going to let him get close. Good headshot. He goes down, and that's just fine. Ooh, even tagged. All right.
It did no damage, but it was exciting that it could even happen. Well, Woxic firing the Deagle, but the jumping MP9 will do the trick. Actually, in some sense, Mouse Sports are a bit like the Amish already. They've got no advanced weaponry, and they're kind of peaceful. Not really doing any kind of damage at all to anyone, so got that going on.
You nailed it. You brought it right back. Just
needed another second.
Yeah, you had to give it some thought. I'm glad the inspiration came to you.
Excellent. That's Mouse Sports back with weapons. I want to see them go on a streak. I want to see Mouse Sports win 3 in a row here, just to show us they can.
Okay. Well, that's almost a decent start. Simple is very fortunate to be alive, and he wanted to probably be aggressive, but, I mean, since he's been spotted, brought down to 35 HP, just got to give it up. Still, no other action across the map afterwards to follow up on that. Kerrigan going to try coming through the smoke in towards Mini. Electronic is there, ready and waiting.
Oh, they get a kill on Simple. Nice shot from Chris. They saw that coming. That could have been a pretty beautiful lineup from Flamey if he'd have been allowed to continue, but they're still rotating very quickly down, catching them in the window. The lineup is there for Electronic. A big double, and that leaves Robson Frozen alone. Man, if they had got through the window, they might have been able to catch that fight and win it, but instead now, they're in a lot of trouble. I can't believe Electronic is still alive, and he's going to get a quad kill in the round, leaving Frozen in a 1 versus 3. How do Mouse Sports not win this round?
Well, I think it's looking like that jump in towards control room is a stylistic thing for Mouse Sports, where once they get down that ramp, they really prioritize jumping through that window and taking control of it, which is no surprise. But obviously, this is twice now. They've just been absolutely demolished. First by Simple in the pistol round, now by Electronic in this round. And Frozen making footsteps. They know his position, and everyone from Navi backing off to give Electronic a chance for the ace.
Yeah, why not? Give him a chance here. Some shots being rung out. Oh, but it gets taken away. They will recover the situation just fine. But Electronic, what a monstrous performance from him early on. 10-3. And we're only now starting the 7th round.
You always have that jerk teammate who steals the ace when you have 4. This is Navi, giving Electronic his fair chance.
Yeah, I think that's admirable. And
That's
yeah, you're right. There was always...
some beautiful team cohesion. You were that guy, weren't you, Anders?
I don't remember. I feel like we weren't good enough to get many aces, honestly. we just didn't have that problem when I was playing in 1.3 or something. It was a big issue.
Oh no. Boomich on top of the hut. They're ready and waiting, but they're coming out the main hut entrance, and he's going to convert 2 kills. Molotov did not spread. He is so blind, but there's no one aggressing upon his position. And he is a phenomenal anchor in that upper bomb site, an immovable object, some would say. Yeah,
he's really doing a remarkable job then. 9-1 for Boomich. I can imagine a world in which I might try and negotiate. Like, if you want me to not interrupt the ace, like, what's it worth to you, you know? Like, can we trade some skins? Maybe right now before, you know, the round continues? Like, be quick about it if you really want it.
Okay. So you're more of, like, the blackmail kind of guy.
Yeah, I think blackmail is underrated. I think it's got a bad rep over the years, but it's pretty effective.
All right, well, fast pace for Frozen outside. Smoke wall set up early. Electronic is here again, playing inside of his smoke. I don't know if he realizes that one's already crossed, but it doesn't matter. Someone else is rotated down below already. That's going to be Boomich. He was excellent in the upper bomb site earlier. The question is, how long can Electronic stay in the smoke outside?
Well, not that long, but it doesn't matter when he gets the kill. It almost looked like Woxic was going to have the favorable position there, but somehow it doesn't work out. Boomich, I'm shocked that he's still alive. Robs was sneaking through the vent, ready to try and catch him, but oh, Boomich, he was nearly going to get that one. Down to 5 health on Robs, man. That was close a couple of different ways.
I'm so afraid for Mouse Sports. It almost feels like they want to readjust and attack the upper bomb site with Rops in towards vents and the presence they've made downstairs. But there's a 2-man defense here. Perfecto and Simple still in the upper bomb site. Electronic is outside. He'll have a quick rotation. That's a good find. Frozen trying to come back up, and oh no! A rare miss from Simple is an opportunity for Mouse.
First kill for Kerrigan. He was 007 before then. Perfecto going down. That's a second one for Kerrigan. I guess once it rains, it pours, something like that. Flamey now, well, sorry, not Flamey. Yeah, it's Flamey. 1 versus 3 now. I was going to say Electronic, nearly with the chance to maybe flank them inside of Mini there, but not going to happen. And now instead, it's a 1 versus 2. Well, the first 2 maps.
Yeah, this is a must-win map for Mouse Sports if they want to continue in the grand finals. Boomich again on top of the hut. Oh, Rops! He got blind by his own flash. That's going to be frustrating. His own teammate, I believe it was. Perfecto and Boomich doing a spectacular job. And Mouse Sports, they had the entrance. They had Rops inside of the site. And it all came crumbling down.
Oh, and they take him down. He was feeling lucky through the smoke, but took full advantage.
I can't believe we caught all of that in the POV as well. Rops just ready to blast Boomich in the back of the head and gets completely blinded.
Things are looking
grim.
Yeah, impossibly worse for Mouse Sports. I didn't think it was possible.
They still haven't won 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, we recommend that. It's in our guide that we're putting out.
It's going to be in your new Counter-Strike tips and tricks YouTube video by Anders B. Loom. It's, you know, win more than 1 round in a row.
Generally, it just feels good. It looks better on the scoreboard as well if you could do it. Yeah, a lot of upsides, I'd say, to doing that.
Well, Well, I mean, I don't know. Desperation time, I guess, even though it's 7-2. There's still 3 rounds left, and they can close this gap pretty decently, but it has to start right now. And I mean, there's no more waiting around for Mouse Sports. Simple outside with the AWP looking for a jump. That's not coming. Frozen's going to run all the way across this wall, and surely Simple hears these footsteps. He'll definitely hear it now. Electronic at the angle. Oh, somehow the communication isn't there. I cannot believe it. Electronic is lucky to be alive about 3 times over.
Yeah, that could have gone horribly wrong. Now, over at the ramp, there's 4 people on the other side. Flamey, he's either going to get shut down with nothing, or he's going to have himself a really good day, but the damage already being up. But Simple showing up in time to get a big double kill. Now, the flames will consume him, but still, that's a 2-on-3, and I don't know, that could have been so much worse if Simple hadn't shown up.
Maybe Simple didn't hear the footsteps. Maybe he was just too far away in warehouse in the garage outside. I thought for sure he would have known. At least Woxic has the bomb. That's like the bare minimum ingredients for this 1 versus 3 at the moment. Electronic is low on health. And he's got 50 seconds to play with.
How do you do this? I mean, I don't know. You have to get a little bit of a gift from Navi. You have to find a member that you can kill for free. And it has to be right now. There's 40 seconds left. So, I mean, he's going to have to get a kill, relocate, do more. There's one of them. Electronic was low. Oh, what a headshot coming out from Woxic. This is beautiful. Needs one more for the quad kill and the clutch. And that would be something perfecto. He's coming in from all the way on the other side. So, Woxic actually with a very, very good chance of doing this. He's going to close the door. Oh, no, it opens again. Might have wanted to play a bit of a game. He finds him. There's the quad and the clutch. Well done.
That's so nice from Woxic. You could see, I think he saw Boomich's like hip, or like maybe it was the defuse kit on a shoulder peek at that corner. So when he kills that player, Electronic down below, that's a perfect reaction back to the corner for Boomich's peek. That is a spectacular 1 versus 3, but it's almost kind of sad and depressing that that's one of the ways in which Mouse Sports is on the board, is an incredible 1 versus 3. Still, they have not found a winning recipe in this half.
Yeah, very hard to rely on that kind of thing. Rob's just running through Woxic. I think they saw that coming there, and they're going to get some great openings with nothing but pistols except for the M4 on Simple there. Navi not looking too strong on the defense. Electronic sneaking in with the 5-7, and if he could find a gap, he could do some damage. There's one, but there's going to have to be a lot more. There's 3 people waiting for him, and I don't think it's going to be working out this time. So Mouse Sports, consecutive rounds.
I know. Can you believe it?
We weren't expecting it.
I mean, you might as well just round up and give them the map.
Yeah, they deserve it now, don't they?
I'm actually kind of I didn't even notice it coming, but that's a pretty aggressive loss of money for Navi after winning 4 in a row, 5 of 6, 5 of 7. I mean, I was just surprised to see their money in this kind of a state. 4 upgraded pistols and armor and 1 M4.
Agree.
So that's a nice benefit for Mouse Sports. If they can get up to 5 in this first half, I don't know. That would be so incredible, that considering the way it started, how dominant it was for Navi for the first 7 rounds, this would be a great end of the half for Mouse Sports. Still a long way to go, and obviously they're down in a pretty deep hole in this series. But
yeah, they definitely are. 7-4 at the moment, but finally winning a round consecutively here, so that's gonna help them out a bit. Simple at 12-4 and Boomic at 10-5, so they're still sort of leading the ball. Actually, that's not true. Electronic at 14-7, so I guess he's way on top of everybody else at the moment. And we'll see if there's a way to get fully back into this game, Mouse Sports. They've already lost the first 2 maps, so this is their last chance to turn this around. I think Navi have already proven they're doing a pretty good job. Final round of the half coming into this MR12 format, and it is not looking good for Navi's economy once again.
no, they've got really no toys. Kerrigan and Woxic already down below. Flamey's pushed up, saw a little bit of leg. How much more can he get? Just the 1 kill, but look at the lobby crunch coming in. Boomich finds a kill, that's Rops, and Frozen cannot watch the flank. He's got the bomb, so he has to bail out and give away this ground to Navi.
Yeah, probably a good idea that he fell back. Oh, Kerrigan goes down. No, not like this, Mouse Sports. They had it lined up. They could have won 3 in a row, which when you say like that is not even that impressive, but but they should have. They needed to.
But it's all they got.
It's all they got. 8-4. Heartbreaking.
That is, but I still think they did an okay enough job, provided they win the pistol in the second half. I know Chad and Henry kind of spoke about this on day one when they had some games they were casting. If you are at this kind of a scoreline at 8-4, 9-3, anything worse than 8-4, essentially, losing the pistol round in the second half is like a death sentence. So you have to be very, very careful. And Mouse Sports, this is just a lot of pressure put on them because it's not only losing the map, but it's also losing the grand finals.
But they've won no pistols yet.
I know, they're 0-5 in effort.
That's bad.
Yeah, they don't have a whole lot of positive things going for them. If you had to give the halftime speech, Anders, what would you harp on?
I would say at least Woxic is playing well, guys. So let's not let that quad kill clutch go to waste. It'd be a real shame. Something like that. I don't know. I'd have a hard time coming up with a really hype kind of speech. I wouldn't really know what to say. I feel like
you're not the speech giving kind of guy.
Not in this. I think at this point I would have turned from anger into silence at this point in the game. If I'm Mouse was, I'd been like, you know what? It's better if I don't say anything, guys. So count me out.
Okay, fair enough. I like it. I like the admission.
I'm watching Netflix, I think is the meme. Well, here we go. There's a flashbang from Perfecto. The Tech 9 there on Simple. I absolutely love it. Let's see what he can do. They're not even checking the bomb side. They've just sent Electronic in to kill people inside of A. And that was apparently enough. Fair play, I guess.
I feel like that build-up was so well done and that it's all just taken away from us. Rops has 11 HP. Okay, so pistol round goes to Navi. 0 for 6 on the day is Mouse Sports and pistols.
They literally exited the hut and said, well, I'm not seeing anyone, so we'll just plant the bomb. It's like, yeah, but there's still a whole bomb site to check, guys. Like, I don't know.
Listen, when everything's working for you, things just get that easy.
I guess so, yeah. So three maps, 6 pistol rounds, none of them won by Mouse Sports so far. It's one of the central issues.
That's a pretty core issue. Like that's the foundational issue. That's where we would start. They have won, I think, I know they've won at least one. I think they've won 2 second rounds. So some of that effect gets negated a little bit, but still, it doesn't matter if you win a second round, but you're not able to build upon that and string 2 or 3 rounds together. As we've said, these past 2 maps, they've only done these 2 rounds at the end of the first half together. So I mean, even winning the second round doesn't have a whole lot of impact.
I'm having a hard time making that ring really positive in my mind, Jason. That feels more sort of like like I got run over by a car, but it was near the hospital, kind of. It's like, I guess.
You did but you still got run over by the car, so cool.
Yeah, that's where I feel like Mouse Sports is at right now.
Okay, well, Navi has an entire upper bomb site. Mouse Sports coming in. I imagine one flashbang. Rops is going to toss it in. Pop flash through the smoke. Everyone turn, and everyone jump through. But it doesn't even go in. Not even that goes well. And at least that would have helped with Flamey.
That was the best flashbang. You baited the
He's like, all right, guys, go in. I've got the perfect flash, I swear.
He was like, it's just a prank, bro.
And then, well, someone was just like, did you throw the flash? And he's like, yeah, made it. Like, did it go in? And he's like, yeah, definitely. It went through. Definitely didn't bounce off a wall.
I mean, it does underline maybe one of the reasons why Mouse Sports are in a lot of trouble here. Not gonna lie. But it did look funny. They were motivated. They trusted. They had all their trust.
That's the kind of frag highlight I want to see posted to Reddit. Those ones.
Yeah, just a lot of the ones where people just...
Where it starts with some kind of a failure and ends in the expectable disaster.
We cue like the epic music behind it. We got the whole setup, the whole theory behind it, all laid out in front of you, and then an entire team dead.
10-4. Navi just 3 rounds away. What if they win? I believe the prize money is what Navi would actually. I don't even want to say it in case I'm wrong. Let's not even do that. Well, 10-4.
Yes, it's a good call, Jason. Back on out of that one.
I'll get that information and we'll have it for the next round.
We'll definitely will. Oh, Simple taking down Frozen. I mean, Navi are not playing like this is any kind of a charity, anything. We've been making that excuse for when other teams have been playing badly. We'd say, yeah, maybe they're just feeling it out or whatever. But Navi are fully focused. Where is this level of focus when they're playing the regular games? No one knows.
Again, it just goes to show that they're the most charitable team we have out there.
That is a good point. They really want to.
And I do now have the information confirmed, and I would have been correct if I had just committed to it, but I was very worried. Navi winning the grand finals would get $750,000 donated to a charity of their choice, and Mouse Sports, admirable, even in losing, would get $500,000 donated to a charity of their choice.
That is pretty epic. So, you know, I'm excited to see what they're going to pick as well. 4-on-4, and this is, I don't know, again, one of the chances maybe for Mouse Sports. If they could turn it around, everyone would be excited. We could get to see more maps played. And looks like they're going to be able to win this round. Some isolated kills. I think everyone was confused about where the enemy was in this round.
Yeah, Navi got really spread across the map, which isn't necessarily always a bad thing, especially on Nuke. I think the verticality can make that a super confusing situation for the defenders, but obviously winning all their fights. So well done. Electronic needs to provide that opening. It's not going to happen. Double kill for Rops. He'll have a chance for 3. It's a Mac 10, and Perfecto just trying to commit to the bomb site. He is dropped. 10-5 as Mouse Sports begin a comeback.
10-5, yeah. Wow. Chris J with 3 kills. Kerrigan with 5. Frozen with 6. You have to get all the way up to Woxic at 9 to surpass what the worst player on Navi is at, which is Flamey at 7. That's kind of an issue when things are working out in that fashion. But Mouse Sports, they win another round. Still the best they have on Nuke so far is 2 in a row in that first half. Let's see if they can do better.
Oh, Navi threw 2 of the exact same smokes, and now there's a massive gap. You could drive a truck through that gap.
They just re-smoke it. They don't want to deal with the gap. I can't really blame them. Oh, Simple pushing through the smoke. That's bold, but I like it. Yeah, a truck. What kind of truck? Like an ice cream truck, Jason?
You could, yeah. You could do a Mack truck, ice cream truck, semi-truck. That gap was huge.
All right.
It's fit for all sizes of trucks, all sizes and shapes.
Well, that's very open-minded and welcoming of you, so we appreciate that. Some grenades being slowly whittled away there on the Mouse Sports side. Not that really Navi have much of anything themselves, so it's going to be down to the kills, I think, mostly from Navi's point of view. Flamey going down. That's Woxic finding 1 kill. He's sneaking up. And oh, he could have almost had that. Would have been a great kill on Boomich, but Simple finds him. I still think they know what's coming. That flashbang, I'm sure that Mouse Sports know what's happening here.
Yeah, I mean, Mouse Sports knows they've already pushed and cleared out lobby. So, I mean, it's a really awkward situation for Navi to kind of find what the winning recipe is, considering the fact that Mouse Sports on defense no longer have to worry about a hit from that T-side lobby. They don't have to worry about Squeaky Door, don't have to worry about Hut. In fact, they're in those areas. So for Navi, it's a take of the bomb site that is from an angle you're probably not used to, and there's a defender down low. 15 seconds on the clock, and Navi still have yet to commit.
Well, I mean, they're running out of time so incredibly quickly. Simple down here, trying to check everything out. But Perfecto, he's coming with the bomb inside of the A-bomb side, running it through. Nope. Simple cleaning up 1, 3 seconds left. And, I mean, they did everything except plant the bomb, which is essential.
They were faking down below, and it caused the rotations. It just wasn't quick enough. I mean, I think they started entering. They got that kill on Chris Shea at the upper bomb site with about 8 seconds left, and the bomb was still in mini. So, I mean, they're just not able to get there in time, or it was just entering mini. So it was almost the perfect call. Just as we know with Navi, they've done this so many times over the years. It's the right call. They just make it like maybe 5 seconds too late.
Yeah, and as with a lot of things, right, timing does matter in the end. It turns out. Woxic holding that angle with the AWP out there. The smoke right next to him, so he couldn't really see anything there from Electronic sneaking past. Navi still have some money, but again, almost no grenades. Actually, a shocking lack of grenades in this round.
Yeah, the lack of bonus money really hurt them in what they could bring forward in this round. So you're going to have to rely on guys like Electronic, guys like Simple to win some of the duels. Tough part is you don't want to turn the corner and duel against Woxic with that AWP.
One of the two smokes they had used that side for mini there. Perfecto looking to see if he can make an entry. The bomb is dropped in lobby at the moment. Still more than a minute left. There's Woxic, definitely spotting it out. And he's got some backup in there as well. Bit of an off angle for Robs, and they don't even check it. Perfecto is so zoned in on that bit of a swing as Simple will revenge the kill.
And this is a distraction in itself. This is perfect. He can even hear the footsteps in the upper bomb site. Chris J, just like last round, going to push in towards lobby. See what he can find. There's a lot of time. 40 seconds on the clock, and again, Navi's slow playing this. Woxic's gonna be able to get that pick. Chris J needs to hold on to Hunt. That's the last element of danger. A second player coming in now. It's Woxic, and he's gonna peek. He's gonna hear them going back towards ramp room.
Yeah, Frozen there to try and catch him. A nice mid-air kill. He tries to continue the spray, but it's Boomich now with low health in 20 seconds. And I don't know. There was a definite chance here for Navi. Not so sure that's the case anymore. Woxic will find a double kill, and there'll be another round for Mouse Sports. They have won 3 in a row, Jason.
Yeah, they've finally done it. That's the new record for
Nobody
Mouse
thought
Sports.
it possible.
Nobody thought it was possible, but again, they've proven all the haters incorrect. They can indeed win 3 rounds in a row. Congratulations to Mouse Sport. They still have 6 rounds to go to take this map and continue these grand finals on to the next map, which would be Train.
It would be Train, yeah. Let's do it. I mean, they've once they get to 3 rounds, surely the sky is the limit. And now Navi's economy is also, you know, continuously broken. So lots of opportunity, I would say, right now for the Mouse Sport side to start to bring it back. It's not done yet. It's just felt like it for a little bit. Ooh. Smooth handling of the situation here from Robs. Not that worried about anything.
Well, now, the nice thing is now we get a test for Navi in a situation where you hadn't seen them tested in the first half of Nuke. We didn't see them tested at all on Dust 2, but they've got to find a way to grind back some rounds on this T side. They still need 3 to win this map, to win these grand finals. This is disgusting. Good shots from Simple, but one more wrapping behind him that he has no idea about. Still, Kerrigan is just playing the bait, and Simple's bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Didn't even need the flank to come into play.
But that was, wow, yeah, that looked like it was going to be a pretty cool highlight reel. 8 to 10. Do they have some kind of cool trick, something here up their sleeve that they can use? They just need 3 more rounds, Navi, to bring it through. But the problem is now as well, I mean, Mouse Sports economy, it's not that great actually at the moment, but Robson and Christie are building a little bit. If they can start to build a really good bank behind this, then I think Mouse Sports will be feeling so much safer. Oh, wow, Robs. He just pushed through, and he's going to get the kill on Perfecto. That is very bold.
Yeah, and I think just Perfecto never expected that peak. He had to have heard the push, but certainly just never expects anyone to swing quite like that. Chris J close up with an SMG, but Simple is looking for a push here in Hut. It's happened twice already in this half. And they're quiet. No one's pressuring outside. Just now, Simple and Boomich rotating back to throw some smokes for Electronic.
Yeah, it's going to be the really forward wall there, blocking out at least a little bit of the garage, but not all of it. Definitely a clear view here for Frozen. Is he going to be able to see him? Electronic walking right through, and he's surely going to be dead. Yeah, there's a nice flash in from Woxic to pick up that kill. But Kerrigan also went down. It's still a 4-on-3. And now we have time still to find another kill to try and equalize here.
Yeah, they're just trying, between Electronic and Flamey, they're trying to use all this as a distraction to get people into positions to make a play. Now 2 players going to head down ramp. Flamey as well probably has to commit to this, but what a great flank from Chris J. Immediate headshot and evacuates the premises. Rops is up next. And this is such a hard angle for Boomich to clear, but he's going to do it anyways. A hard clear at that.
Well, look at Flamey holding the ladder. If anyone actually tries to go down, this could be really interesting. Bit of a grenade just to try and see if they could maybe distract him a little bit, but they have to rotate the long way around. There are no more grenades left on the Navi side, so they're going to have to do this clean with just kills, but they've got a great crossfire setup. My God, this could absolutely be devastating. Let's see how quick they are to react. There's the top of the head showing a little bit of a distraction. There's Flamey now coming into play, and this is just a great setup for Navi in the 2-on-3. They're low on health, but how is Frozen going to do this? He's got no grenades to get rid of them. He's out in the open. He's going to get the 1 kill and almost catches Boomich. That is so close, but I think he knows how much trouble he's in, and he's going to have to back on out. An 11th round for Navi.
What a great round. Navi never gave up on that one. They kept trying new things, putting Flamey in position to pounce over towards Vents. They had Electronic trying to make a play outside, and no matter how many players they got whittled down, they were still in that. I cannot believe, and you could see a little bit of hesitance in Mouse Sports. They just really didn't want to deal with Flamey and Vents. They knew that eventually they would have to, but they do not want to drop down that ladder.
Yeah, it's hard to blame them, isn't it? I mean, we've seen how badly that can go if you just get shot in the knees as you're coming down. Even if more people follow you, it's not really going to work out.
No, but I think also there were a couple situations, and obviously this is a bit nitpicky and critical, but I just felt like they didn't press some of the advantages that they found themselves in. Like Csgo with that flank, it's the 1 kill and backs off, and well, I mean that is like the proper fundamental call. You know, if you're down this much and making a comeback, it feels like you have to take those advantages when they're presented to you.
Yeah, because it definitely did leave Robs on his own. And I kind of agree. I mean, that should have been really, really difficult for Boomich to clear. I'm shocked that he did it, but...
he cleared it so hard. They had to have had intel. They had to have heard a footstep at some point or something.
Yeah, it was pretty damn impressive, so... Really well done. And now let's see. Can they find the rhythm once again here, Navi? They themselves, I mean, they've won the first 2 rounds of this half behind the pistol, then they've won this last round, but that's it. Otherwise, it's been a little bit mute. And look at the aggression. Robs is done with it. He's just tired of it. Keeps pushing, keeps fighting, and that might have been almost a bit too much. I do actually like it, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's a very cool call with the lobby crunch. Listen, it worked. Regardless of what you think of him pushing a little bit more, they have a one-man advantage. They've done it. That push has given them exactly what it's designed for. Now they just have to win the late round scenario. 2 versus 3, both Simple and Electronic in the smoke over by the vents. And as it clears, there's a footstep down into the vents. Simple's waiting for a reaction that does not come. They'll at least get the bomb planted and look at all the utility they have for the post plant.
Yeah, once again, I mean, they just won a 2-on-3 last time. Pretty much in similar positions here. Let's see if they can do it. This time they have a lot more grenades, though, on the Navi side, so that could really work out for them. Molotov on the one side, and we'll see how quick they are to get this bomb down. Mousebots aren't even moving, which is kind of shocking. Once those windows break, surely...
It's kind of great. All the utility's been used by Navi, and no one from Mousesports was there. They don't have it for the post plant now, and here comes the retake. Simple stuck out in the open. They might have burned a little bit too much time, but Electronic has a chance. Walksick with the peek with the AWP. Electronic's not looking, and there's the kill. He would have had Frozen, but no time for the second.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. They did use all of those grenades. And this time, Mousesports not going to fall to the 2-on-3, which again, I mean, that would have been a heartbreaking way to maybe end up losing the match. Not so. And now it's 11-9. Robs with 17 kills. He's made a huge comeback. Civil Electronic tied for the lead at 21 kills each. And I don't know, Mousesports, they could really do it now. They could absolutely make it back. It's getting to that point in the game. Navi's economy, well, we've got a lot of Tech 9s. This is the big test, isn't it? I've been raving about the Tech 9 for a little bit. I feel like we haven't seen it nearly enough.
Yeah, this has been your, you've chosen this hill to die on. The Tech 9 meta coming back. Here we go. Offmeister, Boostmeister, Tech 9 Meister. Here we are into the bomb site. Everyone's blind. There's flames everywhere. There's smokes. Everyone's confused. And Navi starting to crack in. Rops is going to grab one from on top and into a 2-on-2 again.
Boxic dropping down and losing a little bit of health for it. They have that AK on Simple, but could Flamey find another gun? That would probably be really helpful. They're going to go for a bomb plant towards the main part of the map here, or the main part of the bomb site. Oh, and the grenade! Throwing it out, and it's not going to matter at all. Frozen, not even smoked off at all, and he's going to get a double kill and another round here. Expensive one for Mouseboards, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. I think Flamey got baited into that peak because the smoke actually hits Frozen.
Yeah.
11-10. It's narrowed. A 1-round lead, and Mousesports defense looking good. T-side for Navi, still a bit discombobulated, but at least the positive thing, the biggest positive for Navi's T-side over Mousesports is at least Navi is finding themselves in these like 2-on-2 late round situations, right? You expect if you get enough of those, one is going to go your way. Mousesports wasn't even really getting to those scenarios in the first half.
Well, 22nd round. Maybe Mousesports can make the full comeback and actually really make this work, although Navi have a pretty good buy going into this round. And there is some questionable weapons on the Mousesports side. I mean, they did end up in a 2-on-2, but they had a pistol and an MP7 here on Chris, so we'll see what happens. That could be a dangerous time to run out of cash here for Mousesports.
Just look at how aggressive Mousesports is being. It feels like The leash has been taken off. They're given free reign to do anything they want. We had a push at Ramp Room. We had the follow-up as well from Frozen after the death of Rops. And Navi's going away from lobby, pushing down towards Secret. There is still just one player, Flamey, to guard towards the lobby push.
Yeah, and I mean, can you blame Navi for trying to go for this B-bomb side again? They've been close a couple of times in 2-on-3s, so if they feel like they have a lead in this round, well, why not just try and get that bomb down and see if you could stop Mouse Sports from being that successful in the retake. Oh, what a nice drive-by. He's so disgustingly good with this weapon, and then Woxic to take down Flamey. The Molotov is going to force Chris out, and he still wins the fight. I can't even really explain that. Simple is going to go down, and that is another round, tied up at 11-11. What's going on?
Chris J is so well-versed in that timing, that little jump peek in the doorway, and then the booking it into the back of the bomb site. He knows that he can beat the player there. You know who didn't know it is Boomich.
Yeah, it's remarkable, isn't it? Well, this is, I mean, there's another 3 rounds in a row here. And they had 4 in a row just earlier, so Mouse Sports absolutely coming alive. Woxic and Robs leading the charge with Frozen not that far behind. And
this time there's no plant in this round for Navi, so they don't get that extra $100 that would have given them another solid buy with the full losing bonus being in their favor. So Navi have a decision to make. 4,800 on Boomich, 4,300 on Perfecto, but it's the other guys who'd be hindered if they pushed forward with a buy.
Surely they want to do it. Really been a downward trend for the Navi team here in the second half, because it was looking so good in the beginning of this nuke map. In fact, it looked like it was going to be all over.
Yeah, especially when they won the pistol round. That was the one where it was like, oh, great, Navi can just close this out nice and quick. I mean, fair play to Mouse Sports. This is a phenomenal CT half that they're playing with, especially being forced to win 2 very important clutches.
It would be really painful if Mouse Sports were to lose this round to Deagle and Tech9s. That would really suck, but not happened yet. Deep Molotov into that back corner will force Frozen out. Actually, he's taken so much. What? Why is he burning alive for no reason?
I guess he must have, I don't know, glitched and not actually thrown the smoke. Here's the next issue. Simple's trapped. He's got the bomb, but he cannot join up with his teammates, even if they have success, which there's no guarantee of that happening, quite obviously. Rops down has dropped with an AK. He's got Woxic to cover things with the AWP, and Simple is still slowly trying to find the aggressive player in lobby.
Oh, Perfecto. He really wants that timing. It's going to be Chris taking down the bomb, as you were pointing out. Simple kind of in a weird position, and I think Perfecto, yeah, he's not even going to have the chance against Woxic, who's fallen really far back. So I think, in spite of what it was an interesting opening, it might not be enough here. Mouse Sports might actually be on map point in a second.
What a turn of events. Yeah, they're going to have a chance to close this map out. One opportunity to win in regulation, bring us on to train. Perfecto seeing what he can get. At the moment, absolutely nothing. Another smoke drops in. 18 seconds on the clock. There is a player, Electronic, coming up the vents. He's going to go down, and now surely. Mouse Sports is up 12-11. They've got a chance to close this out. Somehow, they found a way.
Yeah, I can't believe it, but it's really well done. I mean, it looked like they were completely done for, but not quite so. 11-12. One more round for Mouse Sports, and we would be going on to Train as the 4th map in the grand finals here. And they, I mean, could be overtime, of course. But Navi have kind of run out of steam at the end here.
Or just, yeah, steam, run out of ideas, it feels like, as well. We'll see. AK-47s, they've had a few half-buys with pistols that have been close. They've had plenty of gun rounds that have been close. They need to win one of the late rounds. One of the 2-on-2s they found themselves in has to go in their favor here.
Electronic sneaking past, took 1 point of damage from the grenade. It sounded more aggressive. And now he's going to be down here to try and take the challenge or the fight against Robs. It's at least going to force out the grenade, which I guess is fine then. 1 minute and 20 seconds. He'll just wait around for as long as he wants there. But again, Navi putting some pressure towards the lower part of the map, which they've been very successful at. I don't blame them. They just need to finish the rounds once they get down there.
Could all be a fake. They're in these positions. Oh, this is so crazy. Frozen right around the edge. Boomich is going to drop down. There's the peak, but can he get away? Can he get away? He gets a second. And Rops adds one at the same exact time. 3 quick kills for Mousesports put them in a 4-on-2 advantage to take the map.
Second time we've seen Frozen out there doing a lot of work in that forward position in the corner, and Flamey going down, and this seems to be all done here. Who would have thought Mousesports, who did not look like they could do much of anything, winning no pistol rounds, but still winning the map 13-11, and that'll put us on train. What a comeback.
Yeah, that is incredible. That CT side was just straight up lockdown, and while we saw Navi have some cool calls on the T side of Dust 2, they didn't seem to have that